Defying death.
Plane skids while landing and almost winds up in Black Sea. A plane nearly wound up in the Black Sea after skidding during its landing at the weekend. Pegasus Airlines flight PC-8622 ran into problems while landing at Trabzon airport on Turkey's northern Black Sea coast on Saturday evening. Several media indicate the runway was freezing or icy. The airline said the plane had a runway excursion incident during landing. According to Reuters, the Boeing 737-800 skidded and went down a slope beside the runway. The craft settled meters from the water. Pegasus Airlines said all of the passengers were uninjured following the incident. Passengers reported the smell of fuel following the landing, but there was reportedly no fires or explosions. Stick around for more airline stories.
Phew, that was a close one. Safety concerns have been raised over North Korea's aggressive missile testing program after the most recent launch came dangerously close to a passenger plane. On July 28th, an Air France flight to Paris took off from Tokyo, carrying more than 300 passengers. 45 minutes later, North Korea test-launched an intercontinental ballistic missile from Chagang province. The missile climbed more than 2,000 miles before returning back to Earth. It landed in the Sea of Japan just 5 to 10 minutes after the Air France flight passed through the same area. In response to the incident, Air France put out a statement claiming North Korean test zones don't interfere with their flight paths, adding that they analyze potentially dangerous flyover zones. But experts say global aviation systems may not be able to even detect a missile in a plane's flight path, let alone warn airlines about it. Adjusting commercial flight paths may be one way of addressing the North Korean safety risk, but it will be both expensive and difficult. Passenger tries to open aircraft door mid-flight. The friendly skies. An American Airlines passenger aboard a plane from Los Angeles to Minneapolis on Saturday attempted to open the exit door during the flight. According to passengers, a man wearing sunglasses tried to grab the handle of the door after the pilot announced the aircraft was descending. What some people thought was a fist fight actually turned out to be other passengers rushing in to stop the man from opening the door. While the passengers were subduing the suspect, the flight attendants then rushed in to help. Once the man was finally subdued and seated, the pilot told everyone to fasten their seatbelts for a quick landing. After the flight was on the ground, several officers escorted the man off the plane. The investigation has since been turned over to the FBI. Authorities have yet to release the man's name or say if he will face any charges.
Talk about a bad flight experience. An AirAsia flight was forced to turn back after takeoff last weekend after the pilots were alerted to a possible loss of cabin pressure. Flight QZ535 from Perth to Bali experienced issues about 25 minutes after takeoff on Sunday morning. The flight reportedly plunged 20,000 feet, dropping 32,000 feet to 10,000 feet in mere minutes. Oxygen masks fell from the ceiling, causing all 145 people on board to panic. Some passengers later said the situation was made even worse as flight attendants screamed and cried during the event. The aircraft was able to turn around and made it safely back to Perth International Airport at 12:40 p.m. AirAsia has since confirmed that there was a technical issue on the plane and apologized for the terrifying incident.